Wrapped in radiant gold and known around the globe as a symbol of elegance and indulgence, Ferrero Rocher is far more than just a piece of chocolate. It is a carefully choreographed symphony of craftsmanship, heritage, and global collaboration. To truly understand the magic behind each golden sphere, we must begin our journey not in a store or factory, but thousands of miles away in the fertile, sun-drenched valleys of northern Turkey. Here, among the rolling hills and quiet villages, lie the hazelnut orchards that are the heartbeat of Ferrero Rocher. Turkey is the world's leading producer of hazelnuts, responsible for over 70% of global supply, and Ferrero has established deep roots in these lands through its Ferrero Farming Values program, which supports sustainable agriculture, ethical, labor, and superior quality yields. Farmers, many of whom have tended these trees for generations, rise with the sun to walk their fields, inspecting the green-leafed branches and carefully collecting the clusters of hazelnuts when harvest season arrives. After gathering, the nuts are spread across drying beds under open skies, absorbing the warmth of the sun before being shelled, sorted, and stored in climate-controlled facilities that ensure they maintain their natural aroma and crunch. It's this dedication at the very first stage, the orchard, that lays the foundation for Ferrero's signature taste. But the journey of Ferrero Rocher doesn't stop there. To create its rich chocolate and delicate cream, the brand sources another essential ingredient: cocoa. And for that, we turn to the lush, equatorial forests of West Africa, specifically countries like Côte d'Ivoire and Ghana, where the warm, humid climate nurtures the vibrant, football-shaped cocoa pods that grow directly from the trunks of cacao trees. Harvested by hand, these pods are carefully split open with machetes, revealing rows of beans surrounded by a sweet, pulpy flesh. The beans are then fermented under banana leaves and dried in the open sun for several days, a crucial process that develops the flavor profile of the cocoa. Ferrero, understanding the socio-economic and environmental challenges of cocoa farming, works extensively through the Cocoa and Forests Initiative and its own traceability programs to ensure that its cocoa is not only high quality, but also responsibly sourced with full transparency, ethical practices, and long-term investment in farming communities. Once dried, the beans are shipped to Europe, where Ferrero's chocolate-making expertise transforms them into the smooth, creamy component that elevates every bite of Rocher. Blended with milk sourced from select dairy farms, along with sugar, vanilla, and other carefully selected ingredients, this chocolate becomes the rich outer shell and the silky interior layer of cream that defines Ferrero's luxurious profile. The next step in our journey brings us to the precision-driven world of Ferrero's production facilities, places where artistry meets engineering, and where each Ferrero Rocher is assembled with exacting care. Central to this process is the wafer, a thin and crispy sphere that holds the hazelnut and cream together in perfect harmony. Wafer batter is piped into custom hemispherical molds and baked until golden and crisp, before being cooled and filled with a generous swirl of chocolate hazelnut cream. At the center of that swirl, a single roasted hazelnut is placed, each one selected for its size, uniformity, and texture, and roasted moments before assembly to preserve its natural flavor. Once the two wafer halves are joined, they form a pie's delicate shell, a fragile orb of sweetness that now awaits its iconic finish. This is where the chocolate coating comes into play. The orbs are gently passed under cascading sheets of milk chocolate before being rolled in finely chopped hazelnuts, which add a subtle crunch and a burst of roasted aroma to the experience. A final layer of chocolate seals in the texture, locking together the nutty exterior and the creamy heart within. But even now, the product is not complete. The visual signature of Ferrero Rocher, what truly distinguishes it on shelves and in gift boxes, is its golden foil wrapping. Each finished chocolate is transported to the packaging line, where it is carefully enveloped in custom-designed gold foil, crinkled to perfection, and folded with precision. It is then placed into a pleated brown paper cup that adds contrast and stability, and sealed with a circular Ferrero Rocher sticker that serves as a mark of authenticity and craftsmanship. The uniformity in this process is astonishing. Whether you're opening a Ferrero Rocher in Milan, Tokyo, Dubai, or New York, the experience is exactly the same. Every wrapper, every cup, every chocolate, identical in design, in weight, in feel. That level of consistency requires not only advanced manufacturing systems, but also relentless quality control. At every stage of production, Ferrero employs high-speed cameras, sensors, and human inspectors to detect the slightest imperfection, ensuring that only the finest products make their way to market. Chocolates that fail to meet standards are discarded or recycled, guaranteeing that the consumer experience remains uncompromised. Once assembled and approved, Ferrero Rocher chocolates are packaged into a variety of configurations, from the iconic clear plastic boxes that have become synonymous with holiday gifting to luxurious gift sets for weddings, birthdays, and cultural festivals. Behind the scenes, a vast logistics operation takes over, transporting millions of chocolates, each week across continents and through climates. Ferrero employs climate-controlled storage and transport methods to preserve texture and flavor, particularly during summer months or when shipping to warmer regions. The chocolates are stored at optimal humidity and temperature to ensure they arrive in pristine condition, ready to delight. From production plants in Italy, Germany, and other locations, Ferrero Rocher is shipped to over 140 countries, touching lives across cultures and traditions. In some homes, it's a treasured dessert after a celebratory meal. In others, it's a token of love exchanged during holidays like Christmas, Diwali, Eid, or Lunar New Year. Its golden wrap has become a symbol of generosity, of class, of something special. Yet beyond its sensory appeal and global presence, Ferrero Rocher also represents an evolving commitment to sustainability and ethical production. In a world increasingly conscious of environmental impact and corporate responsibility, Ferrero has taken significant steps to reduce its carbon footprint, minimize waste, and promote transparency in its supply chain. The company's sustainable packaging goals include making all packaging 100% reusable, recyclable, or compostable by 2025. Its palm oil sourcing is fully traceable and certified, and it has pledged zero deforestation policies across all its agricultural inputs. Moreover, Ferrero invests in local communities where it sources raw materials, offering training, infrastructure, and economic opportunities that aim to create long-term stability and empowerment. Whether it's supporting women cocoa farmers in Ghana or investing in biodiversity in Italian hazelnut orchards, Ferrero's reach goes beyond indulgence. It touches lives in meaningful, lasting ways. This blend of heritage and innovation, of old-world farming and cutting-edge production, is what makes Ferrero Rocher unique. It is a product born from the vision of a small Italian pastry shop in Alba in the 1940s, founded by Pietro Ferrero, and later expanded by his son, Michel. Their dream was to bring high-quality confectionery to the masses without compromising on flavor or integrity. Over the decades, that dream grew into a multinational brand that now owns and produces several beloved products, from Nutella and Kinder to Tic Tac, and of course Ferrero Rocher. Yet despite its global scale, Ferrero has remained a private, family-owned company, fiercely protective of its recipes, its values, and its legacy. Its factories are closed to the public, its ingredient formulas kept secret, and its advertising focused not on gimmicks, but on emotion, tradition, and elegance. The brand's marketing campaigns often portray moments of warmth and connection, a tray of Rochers shared at a dinner table, a gift exchanged between loved ones, a golden ball unwrapped beside a fireplace, because Ferrero understands that their product is not just consumed, it's experienced, and that experience so brief, so satisfying, is the culmination of an extraordinary journey. A journey that begins in sunlit fields and dense rainforests, travels through high-tech facilities and across international borders, and finally lands in the palm of your hand, wrapped in gold. It is a story told not in words, but in textures. The crunch of the hazelnuts, the smoothness of the cream, the crispness of the wafer, the melt of chocolate. Each layer is an invitation to savor, to pause, to appreciate. And in that fleeting moment of indulgence, you are not just tasting chocolate. You are tasting tradition, innovation, care, and connection. So, the next time you hold a Ferrero Rocher between your fingers, feel the foil crinkle beneath your touch, and let its richness melt on your tongue, remember that what you're enjoying is more than a sweet treat. It is the product of thousands of hands, countless decisions, decades of heritage, and a relentless pursuit of perfection. From farm to finish, from soil to soul, Ferrero Rocher is not simply made, it is crafted, curated, and cherished. It is golden indulgence in its purest form,